CPA Enforcement and Dispute Resolution. 6 channels of dispute resolution are mentioned in the Act. 1. The supplier's internal process to deal with complaints or the industry ombud or consumer body. 2. Recognized regulator or alternative dispute resolution ADR agent. 3. Consumer court. 4. Commission. 5. Tribunal. 6. Regular courts. Small problems and complaints will probably be resolved best by an internal dispute resolution system within the business and is likely to be informal. However, if there is no industry ombud, a consumer can go straight to the Commission, a consumer court, or refer the matter for alternative dispute resolution if he or she so chooses, without dealing with the supplier first. Who can complain? A person acting on his own behalf, a person who is authorized to act on someone else's behalf, someone acting on behalf of a group or class of affected persons, a person acting in the public interest, an association acting in the interest of its members. Dispute resolution options. If a supplier cannot resolve a problem, the consumer has numerous options open to him or her. Outside the CPA, a consumer may approach non-government bodies, the media, and websites, or set up a blog or Twitter and Facebook to find a resolution. Section 70. Alternative dispute resolution agents. This is a person or organization that helps to find a solution to a problem between two parties outside of court. This includes a regulator of a particular industry, an ombud, mediator, or arbitrator. If no resolution can be reached here, the process can be stopped and the consumer can refer the matter to the Commission. However, if a solution is agreed upon, it can be recorded and brought before a court to make it a binding order. This ends the dispute unless one of the parties fails to comply with the order. Ombudsman or regulators. Certain people are appointed or schemes are set up within a particular industry to regulate and assist with problems and standards of that industry. For example, financial services, credit information, banking services, short-term insurance. Consumer courts. Such courts are set up under provincial legislation, as is currently seen in Gauteng and Mpumalanga. A decision made by such courts will have the same force and effect as if the decision was made by the tribunal. Courts. There are specialized courts for the different types of complaints that a consumer may want to refer. For example, the Equality Court for issues of discrimination, a criminal court or civil court for any of the following objections: unacceptable supplier conduct, false, misleading or deceptive representation, unfair or unjust contract terms, any criminal act by the supplier. A consumer who has suffered loss or damage in terms of the Act may not refer his dispute with the supplier to the civil court unless a successful notice from the tribunal is filed with the registrar or clerk of the court at the same time. If the court finds in favor of the consumer, it can order the return of money or property, compensate the consumer for any losses, stop the supplier from continuing a certain practice, and alter an agreement to bring it in line with the CPA. The Commission. The main responsibility of the Commission is to enforce the Act by promoting good business practices, investigating any complaints about the quality or delivery of goods and services, monitoring every aspect of dealings between suppliers and consumers in South Africa, issuing and enforcing compliance with the Act, publishing guidelines to help suppliers to comply with the Act, and referring all relevant matters to the tribunal. A consumer may lay a complaint directly to the Commission if there is no ombudsman. A consumer may also lay a complaint to the Commission if the ADR is unsuccessful.